Hey guys, Justin from the Under 20 Workout, and today I want to talk to you about the most controversial subject in the world, and that's fitness. And also, really why you're here is the secret that personal trainers don't want you to know. It's a secret that I've known for many years, and trust me, these people, these personal trainers hate me because of it. I'll tell you why in a few minutes. First, what is this secret? It's a secret 1-2 punch that knocks out belly fat and it builds lean, fast twitch muscle, the kind that's great for performance, makes your skin look younger, your hair fuller, and there's a secret why that happens, and I'll tell you about this all coming up. Now, you may be aware of this controversy between people who believe that long cardio workouts are the only way to burn fat, burning more calories on a treadmill and spending more time in the gym versus these people who work out for 20 minutes and seem to be getting these amazing bodies and in just 20 minutes. So this is traditional, old school. This is what people believed since the 60s and 70s, since people started running. And this is brand new stuff. Actually, I'm personally responsible for starting this conversation in 2009 when I discovered it for myself, and then I went on fitness forums and I started telling people about it, and no one would believe me, and I got so much hate replies that I didn't understand why. And it was because people don't want to change, and there was another secret reason. So let me tell you how I came upon this. It was actually much before this. I was a two-sport athlete in college. I also played for the Detroit Junior Red Wings, and I trained with and trained many of the top athletes in the world. So what happened in college was that we were working out for about 3 hours a day, the hockey players, and we'd go and then we'd come back in and we'd take showers, and you'd look around the showers and there was a third of the guys had big bellies, belly fat. I'm not talking just muscly bellies, had belly fat. Well, then we'd go out at night to the dorms and hang out with the guy gymnast and the girl gymnast, and we noticed that they were all ripped. Their bodies were incredible. And so it was like, what are they doing that we're not doing? And my girlfriend at the time was a gymnast, and I would ask her, I would be like, Heather, what do you guys do for your workouts? How much are you running? How many weights are you lifting? And she said, none. We don't run. We don't lift weights. We just do gymnastics. So I couldn't wrap my head around, because I'd been told that burning calories and long cardio and lifting weights. Long cardio if you want to lose fat. If you want to lose fat and look good, long cardio plus weightlifting. That's what I thought. So I was fascinated. So she finally got tired of me asking questions. She said, just come to our workouts and see what we do. So I did. And what I discovered there was absolutely mind-blowing. They were all standing around for 2 hours. Their practices were 2 hours, and the majority of the time they just stood there, and they wait for their piece of equipment, the floor, the high bar, the vault, where they're sprinting, boom, hit the vault and do a double front twist flip. And it got to the point where I was like, I can't believe how little they're working out. So they had an Olympian on their team, Barry McDonald. He's on the Irish Olympic team. So I got a stopwatch and I followed him around. This was before you could time on your phone. And followed him around and was like, how much is he actually training? That was the question I was posing. And the stopwatch revealed to me, after 3 practices, that he trained for about 15 to 20 minutes in each practice. But how did he get this body? And Barry, are you doing anything else? No, this is it. I go home, eat a lot of food, but I'm training just in the gym, as you saw. So that blew my mind, and I couldn't figure out what was happening. Why we were doing 3,000 calories a practice for 3 hours, and they were doing these short practices. And then I thought, who has the best bodies in the world? To me, gymnasts, sprinters, boxers, okay? And what were they all doing? Secret number 1, the big secret that no one wants you to know. They were all training with speed, for less than 20 minutes. A boxer's in the ring, in a 12-round fight, that's 36 minutes, but most of the time they're resting during a fight. You can tell when they go in and actually get into a physical bout, that's only for a few seconds at a time. So there's something in that I couldn't quite wrap my head around at the time how it worked. I knew it worked because it was obvious to me. All these people train this way. Sprinters, they never work out for more than, 12 to 20 minutes doing their sprints. They're waiting, they're talking to their coach about form, but when they go, it's full speed and explosion. So cut to a few years after I'd retired from hockey, and I'd been doing, traditional old school workouts of weightlifting, then getting on the treadmill, and my body was awful. I looked older, I looked puffy, I had love handles, I was 25 pounds overweight, and I couldn't figure it out. And I was working out for like 5 months at a time, then I'd get super frustrated, quit for 5 months, and yeah, I'm just getting old. And I was told, that you're just getting old. You're in your 30s now. That's just what happens. Everyone told me that. Doctors, nutritionists, personal trainers. So I was frustrated because I was working out with personal trainers, and they were saying, "Oh, my body's not changing. Why am I paying you?" And the gym membership was exorbitant. $47 a month. That's a lot of money, especially at that time. So finally, around 2009, I said, forget this. I'm about to be 40, and I look like crap. I look like I'm 45. And that's when I remembered back to college, and I said, these people were all training like that. Speed and explosion. Let me just try that. But there was nothing out there, and there still is nothing out there that's doing this. So I had to make up all my own exercises, from zombie swims to 30-second sprints, crazy hundreds and hundreds of exercises I ended up making up. And I went out on the sidewalk in front of my house, and I just started doing them. Well, within a week or two, people are saying, hey, you look different. I wasn't, I was wearing like a sweatshirt, so they couldn't really see my body. You look different. You look younger. You look healthier. I had no idea why. So then, in a month in, I'd lost 12 pounds. Awesome. I hadn't been able to do that in years. Then 3 months in, I'd lost all 25 pounds that I'd put on after college, and I was in the best shape of my life. Better than when I was playing hockey for 3 hours a day. I was in the best shape of my life, and this was, age 39. And so I started going out and telling everyone about this. The trainers and back at the gym, Matt, who was my trainer at the time, that would, every time he'd see me at the gym, he'd be like, hey, you want to work out with me? And I'm like, no, I found this thing it's awesome. You got to try it. And he got mad. I said, it's 20 minutes long. It's fast speed. It's not based on anything, you were taught in your personal trainer classes that you paid thousands of dollars for. And he got mad. I didn't say it like that, but in retrospect, that's what was happening inside of him. So I had produced this thing that was just 20 minutes long and getting better results than, the normal 1 hour workouts that every personal trainer is paid to do. They charge by the hour. And that's when it didn't hit me. Actually, my friend Ben said, listen, dude, the reason they hate you, personal trainers, is because their whole life is based on 1 hour of training. Their whole payment structure. So you're blowing that out of the water. And I was like, oh man, I kind of feel bad for them now. And then I was like, no, I don't. I could care less. What I want is for everyone to be doing this. But I didn't have the under 20 workout then. There was nothing like this out there. It was just for me. So then I started getting on forums and still not wanting to start a workout for myself. I was successful at the time. I didn't have time. And, I didn't want to be a personal trainer, for lack of a better term. So what I did was I got on some forums and I said, this is working for me. This is crazy. You guys should start doing it. Everyone, so much hate mail, just boom, 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 hate responses. Oh, you can't get a workout in 20 minutes. You have to burn calories and you have to, count calories when you're eating. It's calories in, calories out. All complete garbage. and we'll get to this in a second, but they were trained this way by the old school faction and nutritionists. If you believe that the USDA and nutrition colleges want what's best for you, then I think you might be a little crazy, because it's proven time and time again that they have been wrong about just about everything they say. So sorry for that short tangent rant. But so then two girls came up to me, Christy and Jessica, and they said, wow, this was after I'd lost 20 some pounds. They're like, you look amazing. Can you train us? And I said, no, I'm, kind of lazy. I don't have a space. I'm not going to rent a space. I'm not going to train you. And they're like, please, please, please. And I'm like, all right, fine. You can do the workouts with me at the same time. Just show up at my apartment and we'll get started. So we went out on the sidewalk in front of my apartment, and we'd have to walk, move while people were passing down the sidewalk. We're doing these jumps and zombie sprints, zombie walks, everything. And so the crazy thing was that these were the two perfect specimens, because they were both female and I'm a male, so it works for men. I knew that. But Jessica was not athletic at all, and Christy was athletic. She wasn't an athlete, but she's definitely an athletic person. So I started training them. Same thing happened. Within a week, they're calling me. They're like, hey, I feel warmer. My energy is way up all day. I'm not like tired out like on the treadmill. And so in a few weeks, their bodies started transforming. Their shoulders started showing muscles. The fat started to go away in their bellies and their muscles. They're seeing the tops of their abs for the first time in years. So they started talking, and then next thing you know, there's 5 people on my sidewalk, and I'm like, okay, this is bad, but I'm not going to rent a place. I don't know anything about doing the books for training. So I'm like, let's go to this park nearby. Cool, we're at the park, we're doing it. Next thing you know, there's 10 people, then 20, then 30 people. And at this point, I'm freaking out, because I'm like, I don't want the park to be like, because it's a small park with a museum. I don't want them to be like, hey, you need to stop working out. This isn't your free gym. So this was up here in Hollywood, not too far from here. And so it got so big that I was like, well, it's working for everyone. I've got to bite the bullet and get the word out. So I started sending videos. I had Christy film me in her apartment doing these workouts. I'd send them to my brothers, my friend Mike in Denver, and then a bunch of people in Chicago. And they started writing back the same thing. Holy cow, this is changing my life. And the big thing where I knew I had to take it global was I went to Mike's wedding, and he looked great. But then these girls were pointing at me, on the dance floor. They're like, oh, that guy. And I was like, hey, do I know you guys? And they're like, you're the 20-minute guy. I was like, yeah, how do you know? It's like, well, Ginger, Mike's wife, brought the workouts that I sent him to her bachelorette weekend, and they did 3 workouts over that weekend. They're like, Bats, Body at Top Speed, you're that guy. And they started doing the zombie runs and stuff on the dance floor. It was hilarious. Then I'm like, I need to start. It's helping people. It's changing people's lives. I've got to get off my ass and get the word out there. So this, it was 2009, and word was getting out from me about 20-minute workouts, but it was getting shot down left and right. And then something magical happened. The first study I was aware of on speed training came out from McMaster's University, and it started to get publicity. And what the study was is it took a group of people and had them train doing long cardio for 6 hours a week, 1 hour a day with a day off. And versus people who trained with speed for 20 minutes 3 times a week. That's 1 hour versus 5 hours a week. And they tested for everything: weight loss, muscle density, everything you can think of, body health. What they found was that the gold medal winner in everything they tested was the people who were training for 20 minutes a week at top speed. They would do, 30 seconds of working out, and then they'd rest till their body recovered, 30 more seconds, rest, where these people were going hard for an hour on the treadmill. And this was truly amazing. But what was even crazier is that They tested their blood. One of the scientists was like, hey, we should test their blood. So they tested the blood, and they found that this group had 430% more HGH in their bloodstream than this group. Now you're asking, what's HGH? It's human growth hormone, and it's actually affectionately called by scientists the fountain of youth hormone, or the puberty hormone, because it's what's cycling through your body in large amounts during puberty. That's why you look, your skin's so firm, your hair looks great, your skin looks vibrant when you're going through puberty. You're just like, you're sexually charged, everything. That's HGH in your system, males and females alike. So this was the discovery that I'd been searching for, because I didn't know why, these gymnasts were getting those bodies in short workouts, and the people I was training, Christy and Jessica and everyone else, they were getting these results so quickly. And that's the first big thing about speed 20-minute training, was the release of HGH. Now what happens is your body starts moving at top speed. It's the only way you can release HGH in these amounts. When you move your muscles at top speed, your brain thinks you're in a fight or flight situation. So it's programmed to do that over hundreds of thousands of years of saying, hey, we have to chase our food, or we have to run from a predator, a saber-toothed tiger. So what that does is it sends a message, your brain sends a message to your pituitary gland back here, and it releases HGH into your bloodstream. Now, what's so fascinating about this is that every scientist, since they started studying HGH, said that it's impossible to change your growth, your HGH in your bloodstream, because in puberty it's up here, and by age 20 it starts to decline. When you hit 30, it's even lower, and in your 30s it just peaks at a very, very low rate. That's why you get older, that's why you age, that's why your sex drive goes away, because you're not moving your body at top speed. This changes everything. So the HGH that's released during a 20-minute workout is attacking body fat, building tight, fast twitch muscles. It's not bulky. You're not going to be the guy or the girl on the beach walking around like this. It's fast twitch muscles. There's two kinds of muscles in your body. I explain them like this. The fast twitch are what you use. If you imagine a chicken has dark meat and white meat. The dark meat is actually slow twitch muscle. The legs and thighs, they walk around on that every day, slow twitch. And then when a fox comes in the coop, they take off and they use their fast twitch, the breast muscles, which are the leaner, more beautiful muscles in the body. So that's the difference between slow and fast twitch muscles. So this HGH was changing people at a rapid rate. It was like taking steroids. Literally, old men spend $10,000 a month to get HGH injected into their bloodstream. $10,000 a month. I made this discovery. You get it for a very low price per month, which is naturally nothing if you do 20-minute speed workouts. So that was the secret punch number one of the 1-2 punch that's going to knock out fat. The second thing was that all these people I was training were saying, they were calling me up or emailing me or at the workouts, they all would say this one thing that just would ring in my head. They're like, Justin, not only do I feel more energy every day, I feel warmer. And then at bed at night, I'm throwing off the covers. I know it's not like it's keeping me up. It's not that bad kind of sweat. It's, it feels great, but I'm definitely running warmer. And I was like, okay, I felt that too, but I didn't know what it was. And then I discovered the afterburn effect, which is, it's called EPOC, post-exercise oxygen consumption. When you move multiple muscles at the same time at top speed, your body puts a demand for energy on your body that it can't handle. So it waits until you've cooled down to start burning all this energy. And the only way to burn fat is to burn through the sugar in your system, which is easily done on a speed workout, and get into the fat, which is stored energy. So you don't want your body to live off sugar. You want it to live on the excess fat. So this happens when you move yourself at top speed. So I'm getting back to the afterburner effect. When you're moving at top speed, this demand of energy goes on for up to 48 hours. It's thoroughly researched. Look it up, the afterburn effect, after a workout is finished. That's why everyone was feeling warm. They're actually burning fat for 48 hours. So if you took people doing cardio here, I'll make it a point, and you took 20-minute workouts here. So this is how many calories, much more, you're burning during the workout. The crazy thing happens is when they're done with the workout, they both go down. But the level of calorie burning for the next 48 hours goes down and down, while the fast twitch workouts, the body at top speed workouts, create this afterburn effect that lasts for up to 48 hours. It's a crazy and amazing discovery. So the 1-2 punch is the HGH release to build and burn fat, and then the afterburn effect to keep that fat burning going for hours and hours after. Sorry, I see I got a little thing here. That's getting a potato out of the oven for my son. Anyway, so that's why personal trainers hate me. I ruined their payment structure, which I don't care about anymore. I used to feel sorry for them. It doesn't matter. Now you're asking yourself at this point, how do I join, or how do I test this? Or because to me, I need to test things first. And if you don't know within a week then that this is the best way to work out, then within 1 week, there's 3 things I tell people to look for in a workout. In the first week, you'll know all 3 of these things. Do you start to see and feel your body transforming in 1 week? That's how short it should be. 2, is the instructor likable? Do you like this person? Because if you don't, you're going to get tired of hearing them and you're going to quit. And then 3, and most important, is this someone who could teach me how to be successful at fitness? You can use that in everything you do. Though that 1, 2, 3 step is good for every subject you do. You know the professors that you liked, you learned from them. And you believe that they could teach you, and they did. The ones that were boring or mean, you're like, I didn't learn anything from them because I shut off. So those are the things you should look for. Now, we have a money-back guarantee. That's golden. The beauty of it is that no one's ever taken me up on that because they see how this works amazingly. But absolutely, 30 days, you can test it out, and you'll know within a week if this is the right thing for you, which it is. I'm telling you right now. Everyone who's done it agrees. So that's that. So what you need to do now is down below, click the link on the button there. It'll take you to our sign up page. You have 30 days and you cancel anytime. All you need to do is send me an email and say, Justin, I want to cancel. Boom. The money will be back in your bank account instantly. I do all my own customer service. That's one thing I demanded of myself from the beginning of this because I hate bad customer service and you lose customers that way. I answer every email, so you might have to give me a couple hours if I'm eating dinner or something. I'm always thinking, working this workout, so I'll always be there. So test it out. Join. I think you're going to fall in love with this workout. If not, you'll get your money back. So test it out. You guys have a great day. Remember, even if you go out on your own, if you're one of those persons who just want to do it on your own, speed is the key. It's not about length of workouts. It's not about calories in, calories out. Those things are all wrong. You know that because you've done those. You've counted calories. You've stood on a treadmill and ran for hours, and it just doesn't work. HGH and the afterburn effect is the 1-2 punch, and the only way you can do that is speed training. Have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions. Justin at under20workout.com.